Welcome, welcome. Let me see if I just put this a little bit louder. There we go. Happy Saturday, everyone. Can you guys believe it's November already? That is well, it's not like, it is. It is 1 month before Christmas. I don't know about you, just every single year. It's just a brand new just brand new, just being surprised again and again and again, and just how fast time goes. Sorry, my brain was working faster than my mouth at that point. Michelle, Serena, hello, lovelies, welcome.
Hi.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or for some, good evening. Or more like close to good night, depending how awake you are.
I'm awake.
You're
I'm
awake.
excited about next Thursday.
Yes, you're going to Utah.
Yeah, I get to stay with Fiona for a whole week. Oh my god, yay.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be super
Hi,
exciting.
nice to
Hello,
see you again.
nice to see you. And oh yeah, and hugs. I'm totally down for cyber hugs.
Yeah, cyber hugs. Cyber hugs. Virtual socially distanced hugs.
Hmm.
Virtual socially distanced hugs.
Yes, but I'm not gonna lie. The whole cyber socially distant, you know, physical gestures has been a thing pre-COVID for me. So like high cyber fives and air
Fair
or
enough.
cyber hugs, all that stuff. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, and for the record, so for those that did attend my class last Saturday, I found out why you guys saw or balloons. It's
Confetti.
because
We got confetti today.
yes, it is because apparently Apple has this thing, and where you when you do like FaceTime or Zoom calls or anything like that, if you do any physical gestures, you're able to cue a reaction. So for an example, for one peace sign, you get the balloons. Now, for those that are watching this on YouTube or Twitch, you may not see this, FYI. But if I put two, oh wait, no, you guys can see it actually on YouTube. That's actually really nice. Woohoo! You get confetti. If you get one thumbs up, you get a thumbs up. If you guys get two thumbs up, you get fireworks.
Yay,
Um,
fireworks.
if you get one thumbs down, well, you get a thumbs down. If you get two thumbs down, you get rain or stormy weather. Ooh, great song. Um, and then for two horns, you get all this laser. Like, yeah. I don't know if you get anything for this one though. Yeah, you get nothing. So that's what I learned last week. Because I know you guys were pleasantly surprised that balloons happened randomly during class. All right, so for those that do not know me, for those that are indeed watching me, hello! My name is Rosita. I am a vocal trainer and a coach. I'm also a language coach, an education coach, and a learning specialist. Yep. So today we're going to be talking about singing. We're going to learn about we're going to be exercising our voice. And today we're going to be learning the difference between the larynx and the throat. Now, how many of you guys that are in my Zoom class or those that are watching through LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube Did I hit the 4? I think I hit the 4. Yeah, no, or technically 5. But how many of you guys have been told to sing using your throat? Use your throat to sing in your beginning singing career. Yes? Well, that's definitely an inaccurate statement, to say the least. The throat does not create the voice. And as you guys have been to my previous classes, you guys know that I talk about that all the time. But with that said, the throat is indeed part of the vocal process. Okay? All right. Okay. So today, let's talk about the larynx. First of all, where in the world is the larynx? So if you gently place your hand in front of your neck, you guys should feel a bump at the front of your neck, just below your chin. Now, do me a favor and go ahead and swallow. Now, you will feel something that goes up and down, right? Congratulations, you just felt your larynx. Now, it's kind of weird to actually feel where our voice comes from, essentially. So I'm just writing notes here. Okay, there we go. Ha 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 ha. So when we feel it up and down as you guys swallow, it becomes, you will see how low and high it goes whenever you speak. So do me a favor and just say, hello, everyone. Let's hear you guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Now, did you guys feel it how it lifted up?
Everyone?
Yeah. And now I want you guys to do me another favor. Now think of the cutest voice like a Disney princess. The fluttering eyes and everything. Now keep your hand on your larynx and say, hello, everyone. Let's hear you guys.
Hello, everyone.
That's a little bit more
Hello,
Mickey Mouse
everyone.
princess, but okay. Or Minnie Mouse. Now, in the most manliest sound that you guys can give me, say, hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Now, I want you guys to go side by side. I want you guys to go, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. And what I want you to feel is the massive drop of your larynx as it goes really high whenever you have that bright sound to that really masculine dark tone. So start high, then go low. I'll demonstrate. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Give it a shot.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah. Especially considering that I have I have a pretty wide vocal range, so it's like, oops.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And also, this is a thing that a lot of voice actors do. So whenever you see a voice actor kind of holding or touching their in front of their neck area, is to help them keep consistency of the coloration or the tonal factor. Well, yeah, of the sound that they're producing. So that's a little fun fact. So what does the larynx do? Well, the larynx it houses your vocal folds and the muscles that control pitch and intensity. So last week I talked about the vocal trinity, right? On the top of the pyramid, we had the breath, which is responsible for... Anyone remember?
The air.
Airflow. Yes. Yay. Yes, airflow. And then the bottom left corner, we had the vocal cords and the vocal folds. And I did talk about how vocal trainers, they will use this term interchangeably to refer to the same area of the larynx, although the vocal cords and vocal folds are two different things.
They are.
Yippers. Now, so when it comes to pitch and when it comes to the intensity of your voice, that has to do with your vocal folds, your vocal folds and the other muscles in that area. And as we just felt, the position of our larynx also impacts the colors of the voice. Get it? Instead of colors of the wind, colors of the voice. Yeah? No? Yes, thank you.
I didn't even properly know that song. Oh my god.
Have you ever heard your voice come out of your mouth? And that's all I got. I can't improv right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to write this filk. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. Write it down.
I've been singing Earl King filk for the last week, despite being half sick.
Well, there you go. New one. So the position of the larynx is going to impact the colors of your voice. And also it's going to often affect the involvement of surrounding muscles. Now, of course, much has been made of laryngeal height in singing, but what in the world is the optimal position? Should it move up and down? Should it be completely still? Well, let's talk about some vocal drama, okay? There are arguments that usually stem from the fact that the larynx is almost always in a raised position when singers are straining on higher notes. So the raised larynx will often be accompanied by excess tension in the swallowing muscles surrounding it. But with proper technique, my friends, if you raise up your larynx, you can add different textures to your voice. If you want to make more of a poppy sound, oops, I did it again. Right? If you want to sound like one of like those girls in the Disney movies, like Descendants or Zombies or whatnot, they generally have a higher larynx position. Also, with a higher larynx is for like screaming, for rock as well. No, it's more of a graspy sound, but hey. Now, if you want more of a traditional classical sound, or if you want like more of a darker tone, then we're going to lower our larynx. Lacrimosa. So you get that classical sound. Okay, I'm done. And then the neutral sound is whenever you have a blend of the two. Usually, musical theater will fall into like a neutral thing, but it's really going to be dependent on the genre and the vocal style that you want to focus on or sing in, as one can sing multiple vocal styles. Now, the reason why a lot of people argue is against the high larynx, again, it comes with the lack of just technique. Not so much of the knowledge of the technique, although that could be a factor. It's more of executing it. It has to revolve of the breath. So that's how we have breath, then vocal cords and vocal folds. Now, while high larynx, is usually a problem in strained singing, it can also be used effectively in healthy singing, as long as the other muscles do not jump in and, gum up the works. So, in essence, guys, with the argument of having a high larynx, it's more of an artistic choice. Okay? It creates a different shade of color in the sound. And
singing.
50
Shades of Singing.
The 50 Shades of Singing. Well, how sexy. Okay. But, the 50 Shades of Singing, I guarantee you guys, it's still PG. PG. All right. Anywho. So, when we talk about the movement of larynxes, or the moving of the larynx, this is more of a vocal coaching factor. Okay? So when you guys seek out a vocal coach, we will give you notes of, okay, raise or lower your larynx, because we already expect you to know, vocal technique. Ne? All right. So just to quickly review what we just learned, is that the larynx houses your vocal muscles. Okay? Also, it's used for pitch, and it's also used for intensity. In addition to that, the position of the larynx is going to affect the color of your voice. So raising or lowering your larynx is you can use it as an artistic choice depending on the different shades of color of the sound. Sorry, someone started vacuuming. All right. Any questions so far, guys? Are you guys with me?
We love your classes so much.
Oh, shucks. Arigatou gozaimasu.
It's so fun.
Shucks.
They are.
Thank you.
They absolutely are.
That makes me happy. But the question is it fun, but are you still learning something? That's also very important to me.
We are, and you bring a light, a special kind of light, Aurora, and you're just amazing.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. So, how can we... All right, sorry, I thought I saw a chat message here. And guys, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask, whether you're watching this on LinkedIn. I have my thing set for all platforms here, so... Okay. Now, ちょっと待って. There we go. Haha. So while a larynx, a lot of the times when we talk about the larynx, we associate the voice to a trumpet a lot of the times. Why? How many of you guys have ever heard of vocal folds before? Yes?
Yep, the slimy thing that looks like an oyster.
You're-
It does.
That is
It does.
sure. That's actually a new one for me. That's and now I want oysters. Okay. All right. Okay, so the vocal folds. Honestly, think of the vocal folds as your lips, okay? Now let's say that you play a trumpet. If you guys have ever seen a person play a trumpet, right? They have the buzzing lips. Sorry, Tony Guerrero, if you're watching this. But basically, your lips, the buzzing lips, is kind of like your vocal folds, and the resonating tube that you see in a trumpet is like your throat and your mouth. So that tube that you see in a trumpet, that's your throat. And that open part, I forgot the technical term of it, is the mouth. I think it's called the trumpet's bell. If you play a trumpet, please let me know. Your open mouth is like the trumpet's bell. So that's why, especially if you guys are my private students, I nag you guys to keep your mouth open. Looking at you, my students from North Carolina.
Yep. I keep it closed because I don't know. Yeah.
You just want a pile of chanclas. That's what you guys want. But I am proud of Serena and April for keeping their mouths open. Good job. All right.
Sometimes less than I wanted to.
Yeah. But you know what? It happens. It happens. At least, you make an effort. So.
I guess. I guess perhaps.
Well, you're doing it right now as you're speaking, so.
Okay, and now I'm sort of, I'm sort of interested in, doing a challenge where you can, try to articulate as clearly as possible, but without opening your mouth. I'm really, really curious. I know there are people who can do that.
Yeah, it's called
ventriloquism.
ventriloquism.
Yes. Ventriloquism. Thank you. Yes.
That could be easy for me to keep my mouth
open. That's hard. That's hard.
Oh yeah, you have to keep it closed all the way. That's hard.
Yeah, but with that said, you have to master of opening, your mouth first before you can get into ventriloquism. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So if the larynx raises, the length of the trumpet is made shorter, which will bring out the brighter parts of the sound wave. So when it kind of goes like this, right? The length of the trumpet, that little tube, if it's shorter, it's going to bring out brighter parts of the sound wave. If the larynx lowers, the darker parts of the sound wave is going to happen due to the increased length of the resonating tube. So this is why, my friends, a trumpet sounds different from a trombone. Even though that the sound waves for both instruments are initially created by the buzzing lips. And also the length and size of the instrument's resonating chamber changes the final product that hits our ears. So that same concept applies to, human beings. Right? This is why we have our own sound. But Rosita, what about the throat? How come we don't sing through the throat? You guys are probably wondering. All right. Your throat, as I briefly mentioned earlier, is part of the vocal process. Essentially, your throat is your resonating chamber. Okay? The throat, also known as the pharynx, is the tube-like structure located at the back of your throat and behind your nose. So give me one moment. I'm going to do this. Nope, that's the diaphragm. Wrong picture. There we go. Can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Okay. So here, this resonating chamber, that's tube-like, that's going to be your throat. Okay? Now, the larynx is situated below the throat, but above the trachea, which is known as your windpipe. Okay? So the throat, the function of a throat, it serves as essentially like a passageway for both air and food, actually. In singing, the throat plays a role in resonating and shaping the color of your voice. Okay? Now, the throat contains various muscles responsible for swallowing and controlling the opening between the oral and the nasal passages. So, again, if we look, let me see if I can download a picture really fast of a trumpet. I don't want to shop for a trumpet, but images. Just give me images. No, I don't want to. Sorry. Okay, fine. I give up. Let me switch this to Google. Nope, wrong one. Okay. And for those that are interested, you can get a Strauss 6400 Deluxe Student Trumpet outfit for on sale for $320. Okay. So as you can see here, this long tube is your throat. This bell right here is your mouth. Depending how long or short that chamber is going to impact the shape of your tone. Okay. Please go away. Hey, you. I don't. Oh, you're just me now. Okay. Lost train of thought now. Oh, close window. There we go. So let's quickly talk about the vocal folds really fast. Serena. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Could you tell me, putting you on the spot, what are the vocal folds?
I think the vocal folds are actually like a piece of mucosa, like not quite skin, but like the like I know I can't remember what the word is, but like the vocal folds are. What did I? Because I remember there is a difference between vocal folds and vocal cords.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Like
So go ahead.
we have like additional thingies to the vocal cords that are not the vocal cords, but are also equally important in creating the sound.
I'm sorry. When you said, I know we have other like vocal thingies. I
Oh
love
god,
that medical term.
vocal thingies.
The vocal
Like,
thingies.
you know,
Those thingies.
extensions of the mucosa, the not quite skin, I can't remember what it is.
It's okay. It's
What the
okay.
actual English term is that is not, a medicism. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Um, I just love when you called it just the vocal thingies. It's because it's something that I would say too. That those vocal thingies. So
Yes.
no,
But yeah.
it's okay.
Um,
So a lot of the times, unfortunately speaking, as we all established that vocal folds are different from vocal cords, but when younger or beginning vocal trainers, when they start teaching people how to sing,
uh-oh.
there were most of the time when they're talking about vocal cords, they're referring to the vocal folds. Now, I would say vocal folds essentially are both simple and quite complex at the same time. So the vocal folds, they sit at the bottom of the larynx and extend over the top of your trachea and your windpipe, as we can see in the image here. So the folds themselves are made up of three basic layers, the thingies. The ligaments, where the cord name comes from, the muscles, and various soft tissues that are folded into different layers. And these layers of tissues, my friends, is where the name folds comes from. So the ligament layer, the initial cord, is like a rubber band, or in this case, a hair tie. Okay? So the ligament layer is like a rubber band or a hair tie that creates tension as it stretches, right? So how many of you guys can see this hair tie? Can you guys see it? Okay. Or
Yep. I love hair ties. I love scrunchies. I love it all.
okay. Ah! This is why I don't have nice things. All right. So if I stretch, so these are my vocal cords, okay? Obviously, there's tension, correct? So the more stretched this cord is, we're going to result in higher pitch. And when done incorrectly, this is where the tension happens and you get that strain. So if you guys have come to my previous singing lessons, one thing that I constantly tell you guys is to approach it like you're yawning. So do me a favor, pretend that you're tired. For some, that might be easier than others. And hey, Kim! I want you guys to yawn. Ready? 3, 2, let's yawn. Hey, hi. And we're going to feel that stretch in those chords. Now, let's add some sound to it. here, let's go ahead and go. All together now. In 3, 2, open the mouth. 1, yeah. Approach it like you are yawning. Okay? Because when we start to yawn, we don't do this. Right? Oh, comes the real yawn. Sorry, Kim. But that's a sensation that we want.
I didn't make noise because I'm scared of noise.
You're scared of noise, but you're making noise right now.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay. So the ligament layer, once again, is the cord itself, and as it stretches, it causes tension, resulting in higher pitch. Then that muscle layer that I was talking about. So if let me go back here to the larynx. So here we have this thing called the thyroarytenoid, also known as the TA muscles. So give me 1 second. I'm going to actually give you guys another view of this. Totally knowing what I'm doing, naturally. All right, here we go. Please hold. I naturally don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Can you guys see that a little bit better?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So we have what's called the TA muscles, the thyroarytenoid. Now, what these muscles do, the TA muscles flex and they make the vocal folds fatter and thicker, resulting in lower and more of a robust sound. Or let me say that again. Robust pitches. All right. So, technically speaking, the thyroid is what helps you sing those lower sounds, those lower pitches. And also, you guys can feel when this thyroid is really working. How many of you guys know what the chest voice is?
Yep.
Yeah? So if you place your hand on your chest and also go ahead and place your hand on your neck gently, don't choke yourself. Do me a favor on va, V-A-H, va. Va. Let's hear you guys.
Va.
Nice. Good. Now, as I'm going to have you guys do that again, let me know if you guys feel a vibration, not only in your chest, but also in your neck area. It's going to have a very similar intensity. Va. Let's hear you guys.
Va.
Good. And let's go a little bit lower. Va. Let's hear you guys.
Va.
Good. Going lower. Va. Let's hear you.
Va.
All right, watch that tongue. Va.
Va.
Better. It was going back, but knowing that's that's an area that we're working on, that sounded in comparison to other times, that's actually a huge improvement, April. So
Yay,
bravo.
April, she did it.
Thank you.
Of course.
You did it. You're showing everyone that you did it. Yeah.
Sorry for dropping out for a moment. My internet was like, bleh.
Oh,
But yeah.
no worries. No worries. But great job, April.
It's Serena's turn.
It's
What were we doing? Sorry.
She just came back. All right. So the intensity that you're going to feel in your throat is going to be relatively the same as the intensity that you're going to feel in your chest. So you literally can feel your TA muscles working.
Yep.
Now, the vocal folds are attached at the front of the thyroid cartilage, known as the Adam's apple. That is why you can literally feel your larynx. Now, at the back of the thyroid cartilage, we have these other types of cartilage known as the arytenoid cartilage. So, the arytenoid cartilage helps you have a brighter sound. Okay? Now, you guys are unable. Hi, mamas. You guys are unable to feel your arytenoid. Okay? Now, the picture that we're seeing now, you can see how the arytenoid cartilages, which are like a pyramid shape, and it anchors that helps open and close the folds. That's also another function. We're going to need to make sure that these muscles surrounding the arytenoids engage enough to close the folds for pitch without over-closing and squeezing off the sound. And what do I mean by closing? I'm trying to, how can I explain or describe the sensation? Do you know whenever you eat something like very, very spicy? And you're like you feel something just kind of like close it, like something just closes off like that. What kind? Yeah. Or something like, or sour. Ato supay. That's it closing off. Oh, I have a question here. Okay, so what causes you to sound monotone when you sing, and how can you fix it? Okay, there are multiple reasons on what causes monotone, to be honest. I would say one of the main causes would be poor breath control. Also, limited vocal range. Muscle tension. And also other factors, to be honest. And whenever we're lacking like pitch variation, one of the best exercises that you can do to help you sound less monotone-y, real adjective, is doing warm-up or doing exercises that will help you work on pitch accuracy. So I would recommend try singing scales arpeggios. And if you want to apply this to songs, look for songs that require you to move through different notes in a sequence. Okay, I'm not talking about riffs. Do not pull a Whitney Houston song or a Kelly Clarkson song, okay? I'm talking about like songs that will have like a linear melody that can go up and down, up and down. So let me write that down for you. And now if the monotone is due to poor breath control, of course we want to practice diaphragmatic breathing techniques. And I think, and honestly, not only that, but we need to learn how to manage your breath effectively while singing, as singing does require more control in comparison to speaking. And also, and this sounds like this also, but I don't think this is your case though, Kim. Lack of energy can impact the range of a voice as well. So what I would actually recommend, if possible, do something, that involves like high cardio if you're able to. So kind of like maybe like 5 minutes like on a treadmill, jumping jacks or something that gets the heart pumping. And then go ahead and try to do like a scale. And it could be something simple as yeah, yeah. And it doesn't have to be do re mi. It doesn't have to be 1 2 3. Just like that, Serena.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was.
And then if it's due to muscle tension, then we need to practice some relaxation exercises to help release tension in both your neck and your throat. So we want to make sure we have a relaxed posture, right? So just think of me nagging you on posture. And just do some like neck rolls. Nice and slow. And then also what helps with muscles, especially like your neck and also your cheek area, is stretch out your tongue too. Great question. Okay. And this actually kind of coincides with what we're talking about too, because when we're talking about the vocal folds, we're dealing with pitch and intensity, so helping to also give you that range. Okay, so if we take a look at this diagram, the outer layer of tissues is going to be a soft gelatinous material covered by a layer of skin like the inside of your cheek. So go ahead and pinch your cheeks gently. So this soft tissue that you guys feel gives the folds their ability to vibrate like hundreds of times per second, giving us pitch. Now the vocal folds stay together in front and open, and they're closed in the back, kind of like your fingers giving a peace sign. I gotta watch that. Now the main biological job of the vocal folds is to be the last line of defense against food, liquids, and any other foreign materials making their way into the lungs. So how many of you guys have ever drank or ate something and it went down the wrong pipe?
all the time.
Yep.
And I'm playing flute
Yeah.
all the time.
Well, you just brought it that's
You end up choking.
Yep. So, yeah. So that's your vocal folds trying to keep you alive from choking. From making, those liquids or foods getting into your lungs. So if you ever felt like something going down the wrong way, you just experienced the unpleasant event of the folds doing their primary job. And boo. Okay. Now, I know this was like a lot of science here. So let's go into some of the other exercises that involves the larynx and how we can also release tension around the larynx. Now, how many of you guys, whether it be by me or other singing instructors out there, you guys have been told you need to relax?
Yep. And I say, uh-oh.
You know what? Me too. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yay.
Uh-oh, or you relax. I'm relaxed. You relax. Girl.
Or I make you sing it like 10 times before I'll do it.
It's more like 100.
Yeah.
Death stare. All right.
But it's because you have to.
Because
Yeah.
I have to. Ha!
Yeah.
I don't have to do it. I do it because I care and I'm trying to motivate you. As a good teacher should. Okay. So, do me a favor and stick out your tongue. All the way out. I know this is an odd request, but just trust me on this, guys. Uh-huh. And you should feel a stretch around your cheekbones. And for those that are watching this on Facebook, they're probably wondering what in the world I'm doing. Now we're going to try to touch our nose with the tip of the tongue. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now what we're doing is we're trying to release tension in our neck area, in our throat area as well. So this works for both larynx and the throat. Now, a common exercise that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with are the lip trills. So do me a favor. Please repeat after me. Go. Good. Now, I'm going to do 2 variations of this. That's variation number 1. And then variation number 2 will be. So please listen and repeat after me. We're going to start with variation 1. Did you hear you guys? Good. Now going down a scale. Now take breaths if you need to. Okay? 2, 1. Now we're going to do this again, but we're going to do the whole thing through. So please listen carefully. Let's try this together. Ready? 2, 1. Good. Now, after that, your lips should definitely feel buzzy. Remember, you're blowing into the trumpet, right? Now, here's the second variation. I can't tell if I have a visitor behind me or not.
Boogie.
Yeah, it's called the Boogie Mom. Not Boogie Man, not the Boogie Woman. Boogie Mom.
Oh, hi. I love her so much. She's so amazing.
My mom?
Yeah,
She is.
she loves me too.
You're not a Boogie Mom? I beg to differ. All right. All right. So let's break that down. Please listen and then repeat after me. Good.
Oh, sweet notes.
One more time. Let's hear you guys. Let's hear you.
Wait. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Big breath. Yeah. So that part is going to be tricky as you're literally sliding down the scale. Let's see, guys. And Kim, this will be also a great exercise for you. Okay? Based on the question that you asked me earlier. All right. Now, I'm going to demonstrate it one more time. This is the full exercise. Now let's see if we can do that full exercise together. You guys ready? All right. 3, 2, inhale. Breathe. 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 Now, how many of you guys feel like your lips and your neck area is a bit looser?
I do.
Yeah?
And my nose, like, I don't know, I just feel tingly on my nose too.
No, that's good. That is good. That's legitimately good. Because whatever you feel in your nose, you're also going to feel it somewhat in your throat too. So that's good. Basically, the sensation that we want to feel is not only just a tingliness in our lips or a buzzingness in our lips. It's you want to feel an alleviation of tension in your larynx area, your throat area, or just essentially, generically speaking, your neck area. So what we did is we did a tongue. We stretched out the tongue. Huh? Try to touch our nose using our the tip of the tongue. So just to give that nice little stretch for the cheeks in your throat area and for the backspace to be open. And specifically for the larynx, we did a lip trill sound. Now, honestly, when it comes to exercises, dealing with lost train of thought here. Oh yeah. Exercises that you guys can predominantly do when it comes to the vocal exercises specifically for the larynx, a yawn side technique. So that yeah. A vocal straw exercise definitely helps. A lip buzz vocal warm up. A tongue trill exercise. Any jaw loosening exercises. So for those that are singers that have TMJ, singing can also help you kind of loosen up those muscles as well. For my intermediate to advanced singers, the 2-octave pitch glide warm-up is phenomenal to really warm up your voice. Okay? Really get that stretching. All right, guys, that is going to conclude class for today. Actually, before we end class today, do you guys have any questions before we end? Anything that you guys would like for me to review?
We loved it. You went over a whole hour.
No, I went over by 20 minutes. Don't worry, I'll bill you later. With that said, I do have Patreon. Guys, I'll to support like my channels. If you guys like these free teachings, to help support me, please check out my store at Teachers Pay Teachers. I have a singing journal out that is available for you guys, so you guys can keep track on your singing journey. I also launched a new singing journal to learn how to learn foreign language songs. So it not only is going to help you with your vocal technique, and also to keep consistent on your singing journey, but learn a language through singing. So I have that journal out as well on Teachers Pay Teachers. And also I have foreign language goodies. I just launched a couple of excuse you. Hey. Dameda. Sorry.
Hi.
I have a new flashcard, Spanish flashcard activities. I'm also going to be doing a lot of foreign language teacher training on my main YouTube channel. So if you guys are watching this via YouTube, please go ahead, check out my other videos if you're interested. Also, not only foreign language training, but also vocal training as well. That's also one of the reasons why I'm doing these free live sessions, is for those that are interested in teaching how to teach voice. It is important that we know the science, and also to battle against misinformation, which leads to miseducation, which leads to permanent damage onto the students. So I am very protective of my students, even though you may not be my student, but I'm very protective of you guys. You guys are my little student babies. Okay?
Student babies. Oh my god.
My little student babies.
I'm your stubborn student, though.
You're my brattiest. I'll admit that.
Okay.
But I still love you.
I like the name because there's something called a princess brat.
There you go. That describes you. Yeah. All right, guys. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Hit me up on my socials, all that fun stuff. Come join our fam bam on Discord under Rosita Ruiz, and where you guys can learn about vocal technique and languages, all that fun stuff, and talk to other people, like other students. All right, guys. That will conclude class for today. And until next time, I shall see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you next Saturday. Bye.
You too.